Hello. This is, I thought I'd bring you on here to join me. This is the 1 monthly micro needling of my hair. I had been doing it once a week for 5 weeks, and then that stimulated the growth. I've taken some more pictures. Look at that. That one was completely bald, and I have got hairs growing. This wasn't as bad. However, look at that, that's growth in there. So that's been a month, and all I've been doing in the last month, I'm just going to dampen down my hair while I'm talking to you. All I've been doing is using the Glyco Wash, the $1 Million Glyco Wash, which is a facial wash, but I've been using it as a shampoo once a week. I haven't been using it every time I wash my hair, but once a week just to keep the follicles. Now that's dampening down, and normally that would be completely bald. Look at that, I've got hair actually getting wet there. And this side, which was really awful, look at that. Now what I have done with the needling here, let me damp it down, I am stimulating the growth. So I have stimulated what is the anagen phase with my micro needling. This is just some antiseptic here, some Procept to clean up where we're going to microneedle. Very, very important. We don't want to introduce any infection in there, so we've got to clean it. So I have now stimulated with the needling and the potion the follicles that were there. I mean, my follicles, I've cleaned them up obviously with the Glyco Wash, and this is stimulating the anagen phase. Now that's the active growth phase of your hair. There's 4 phases. And actually once this starts, it stays in the anagen phase for 3 to 5 years. That's a healthy hair. So that could grow 1/2 inch a month, so 6 inches a year, faster in summer than it is winter. So obviously it's summer now, so I'm making hay while the sun shines, and I want to keep that in there because the next stage is the catagon stage. Now this is the hair potion I'm putting on here, and that sort of is a resting stage. Now that kind of doesn't stay in there for very long at all, but it stays in your head then. Then you start to have the telogen phase. That's where it actually gets cut off from the blood supply, so it's no longer growing the hair. And then it gets to the exogen phase where it's actually shedding. So your hairs are doing this in various stages on your head, so that's why you don't all go completely bald at the same time. It's a natural process. However, these menopausal spots I've got here of baldness had nothing. They had no hair. So I was stimulating the follicles because my drop in estrogen and progesterone when I hit the menopause stops your hair growth in female pattern bits. So we tend to get sometimes a Christmas tree. If you go to parting, you'll see it getting wider. It's called a Christmas tree effect for women, rather than you know the typical one for men, which is like a horseshoe. We don't tend to get it all over here. This is here, so it was really worrying me. Yeah, it did worry me. It did worry me, and I was wanting to do something about it. So I started the hair rejuvenation. Sorry, don't mind me. This is just the barrier tape that you should have on every micro needling device to stop cross contamination. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to switch it on. I've got it on 1.5 millimeter. This is going to be my needles in there are 1.5 millimeter because I'm kind of used to it. So I'm going to switch it on now, and I'm going to have it quite slow because you don't need it fast. On other areas, the body, you can have it speeded up a bit. Depends on client's tolerance really, but here we go. So that's me now. And I put my hair on there. So I'm going to do this once a month now. And this should be enough to stimulate some more hair growth. I'm hoping some more go here, but to keep this growing. Because I'll be happy if this gets longer. That is about 1/2 inch actually. So yeah, they're right, 1/2 inch a month. That's really good. So along here, because I was getting a little bit here, but it's nothing too bad. Now that isn't sore at all. Right, so I'm going to carry on with this. I'll speed it up because it is a bit boring watching people needling their own hair, but that doesn't hurt at all. And I'm getting some erythema, which is the redness. It's not bleeding, it's erythema. We want erythema because we want to do that collateral damage, which is what stimulates the hair growth. So I'm going to speed this up, and I'll catch up with you at the other end, okay? Right, so that's it. That didn't take long at all, didn't hurt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this to dry naturally in my hair, which won't take long. I mean, most of this is actually water, but there we go. So that's done there. And I'm going to do that every month. And I'll see next month if it's growing to an inch, because that means the science works. So that's that. I'm very, very, very pleased with that. So I'm going to be really promoting this as it actually works, because I can tell you it does work. So I'm going to carry on using my Glyco Wash. I have also been using, here we go. Excuse me. Regenerate. I've been taking this. I've recently had a hip replacement. I haven't had someone else's hip. I've had a metal one put in. I had that 4 weeks ago, and I'm walking and everything. I've been drinking this Regenerate, which is a skin cocktail. But obviously it doesn't just work on your skin, it works on all your connective tissues and your muscles. This is Regenerate. So this is the one that is really great for getting all the blood supplies to the right things, all your multivitamins, and speeds up your collagen. And I actually think, since I've been taking this, I've only actually been taking this 4 weeks, I have noticed my hair is a lot better anyway. It's just been great. And my nails, I have to do them often, but I'm not going to moan about that, because everything growing and mending, and my hip, it's been absolutely amazing. I'm not using any crutches now or anything, and I'm actually running. I'm not running very fast, but I am running. So I've been taking that as well. So I thoroughly recommend. The skin cocktails are actually, you're getting one free if you sign up for any of the boot camps. I don't have a hair boot camp, but what I do have is a various skin problems boot camp. I'll put a link in the notes on here. But it's also a body boot camp, which includes a lot of needling for loose skin, scarring, cellulite. So if you've got any concerns on your tummy, tops of your legs area, it's very, very good for your tummy. Any other scarring as well, you know, if you're scarring on your chest, some people do. Acne doesn't just affect your face, it can affect your chest and tops of shoulders and back and things like that. So you get the Regenerate one on that boot camp, and you get that free. So I'll put some notes up on there, but this is really good. So yeah, this is erythema. It doesn't hurt, it's not bleeding, it's red, and that will go down. And this is great. So this is a month on from my 5 weekly $1 million micro needling for hair. So okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.